everyone. I'm really happy today. I got my new printer. I never thought I'd ever have one. I've got the Epson Artisan 1430. It prints 12 by 12 scrapbook paper. It also prints, hooray, 11 inches by 17. It prints regular 8.5 by 11 and so many other sizes. But the biggest size that it will do is a, I believe it's 13 by, I didn't check. I wouldn't use it though. Like, I don't, where do you buy that 13-inch paper? I'll use it mostly for scrapbook paper because I have so much digital scrapbook paper. I printed this off on my new printer and it looks just like scrapbook paper. I could have double-sided it and you would never have known, but I wanted you to see. And these were little images that I'm going to end up cutting out for my glue book. And I fit them, all of them that I gathered, I fit them all on an 11 by 17. And it's, I think it's 90 pound, or is it 100 pound? It's either one of the two. And then I bought some 11 by 17 cover stock, which is 110 pound. And that's what I'll use for covers. So, for instance, I should do it this way. I could use this as a cover, for instance. I need a bone folder. But I'm just going to finger press it right now. I could have done it borderless. I didn't. There was no point because it was all small pictures. But now, just let me get my ruler. Now, I can have an 8.5. I'm going to get it down here so you can really see. 8.5 inches wide by 11 inches high. That's what I can print a journal at now. I am just so happy. I mean, when I was digital scrapbooking, I wanted, the wide format printer. They were so much money, I just couldn't. And I thought they were still that much money. But they're really, this one here really is not. It's like $300 and some. So, yeah, I am so happy. Oh God, I can't believe it. So I haven't printed any more of those magazine pages. And I'm glad I haven't, because now I can just print them right on. Right, I don't have to make a book that's going to fit an 8.5 by 11. How are you going to bind it, right? Like a magazine page. How would you bind it? And that's why I came up with that other idea. But for me now, I don't need to worry about it. I can just print anything I want now. It's amazing. So, I was playing around with the Izink pigment. These, I showed you these in a haul. These Izink. And yeah, I was kind of disappointed when I went to open them. The droppers The droppers don't work. There isn't one dropper that works. So, yeah. I'm going to go into that video now so you can kind of see what it does, and pigment is permanent. So I just thought I'd say that. So I'll be back in a second. So I've been trying out these Izinks, and I'm really quite disappointed in that these droppers, it seems like none of them work. So when I go to use it, I've got this mat here, and some of the colors, because I've done a few pages just on, this is I think it's a German Bible paper, but when I try to drop anything, the dropper doesn't work. And I've tried it on quite a few already, and it just doesn't work. So this is what I have to do, and that annoys me. So I'm going to have to get a hold of Bill and Donna. This is really not good. I'm going to try one that I haven't used before. This is tomato. I mean, it doesn't, this one doesn't work either. So that's annoying. That's really annoying. And I'm going to try the white. Why the droppers don't work? None of them work. I don't get it. Like, what the heck am I doing wrong? I mean, who doesn't know how to operate a dropper? Wow. This is not a great thing. And just to put in something different, I'm going to use this iris one. I haven't used it yet. So let's just see if the dropper works. Nope. I've only got, I think 3 left to try. No, I've got 2 left to try. But every dropper, the squeegee on them, this dropper thing doesn't work. Doesn't suck it up. Like, that just bugs me. So I'm going to try some different paper. Very quickly, because it's pretty bright. Get some of that white. I think I'm going to need more water on this one. And I do think they're permanent. We'll do a test. And you can get quite a few pages, really. Although this is reacting a little bit different than the Bible pages. This is a Bible page. See, it reacts different to the Bible page. Oh, it does and doesn't. The white went murky. So, back to the pages, book pages. I just want to pick the rest of this up. And I'm going to dry these. So I'm just going to set them off to the side to dry. This one feels pretty dry, but I know it's not. That one as well. This stains my mat, but that's okay because I use alcohol to get it off, and that works really good. But what I wanted to do is I want to get my test book. This is a book that I try all different kinds of things in, that I glue in. This is just elastic banded together. I see my bands are breaking. When they get old and whatever, they do that. So I'm looking for a blank page. I love that. So I'm going to use this side. And I'll just get some extra paper here, because I'm going to use matte medium from my dry sheets. I just save old printed bits. Doesn't matter what they are, just so that your page is good. And because we're just gluing it down, I'm not going to gesso this. Get out my matte medium. I want to see if this moves or not. It might. I'm not sure. I tried with water and it didn't, but we'll find out. It's a test. So far, I'm liking the colors. Let's see what happens. So, and I'm really pushing down and going over and over and over and over, because I want to really test this to see if it actually bleeds. And it looks like it doesn't, but I'm getting a card, and that will tell me too. It does a little. There's a little yellow that came off that. So, but not much. Not as much as I expected. See? I don't know if you can see that. I'm just putting it down on this paper here. Just a little. But so far I'm really liking, I'm liking the inks. I don't like the bottles they're in, and I don't know what to do about that. I always thought that when you got a dropper with a dropper lid, that's how they should work, right? I would think. So, I'm not getting very much color at all. So they're, I would say, pretty permanent. I love this piece. Because it's new materials, new stuff in my studio, I wanted to really put it to a test and just see. No. I would say they're permanent. That part is amazing. I like that. Just don't like the bottles. I'll put a little bit of this up there. It's just my test journal, so it's pretty much where I do most of my testing on new product that I've got. So I'm just trying to fill up the page now with just bits and pieces. Throw some of this pink into the mix. I think that what I might do with these bottles is use pipettes to get out what I need, but I shouldn't have to. That's really not what I had intended to do with them, but because the droppers don't work. Yeah. Okay, so that pretty much fills up. No, not quite. I've got another spot over here. Much covers it. So I just wonder how they react. Can I find a pipette quick? Okay, I found a pipette, and this is going to be messy. So that sucks it up. I just don't understand why. And what a waste of product. It's a waste of product. That's what I see anyway. So I don't know. I don't know. Well, my hands are full now. So we'll see if a baby wipe wipes this off. I don't think it's going to, but you never know. Let's see. I guess while it's still wet, it does. Sorta. Not quite. But yeah, that's my test of these Izink. So I'll leave it at that. Talk to you soon. Bye now.